I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Pat Dixon doesn't have a car. But they're going to talk about Stuttering John's finances. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Melton did 7 hours last night. So his doctor said you're okay to do another show, and if you could do 7 hours, it's got to be good for your back. Unfucking believable.
You guys see Brennan's meltdown?
Dabbletips shows how much on a website.
Okay, so let me give you some background because it's going to be hard to explain just exactly what's going on here. You guys may have heard of the Dabble dashboard, the website that a guy by the name of Flimsy Greenberg, he's been working on it. And
around the clock.
Yeah, I can actually show you. I've showed you guys this website before. It's the Dabble dashboard, and basically shows that are any way tangentially connected to Dabbleverse stuff. They put that stuff on the Dabble dashboard. Well, now Flimsy has added a leaderboard. So you know how Kevin Brennan, he's obsessed with other people's money.
No. I'm not obsessed. Melton's obsessed with other people's money. First it was Melton, and then it was the pedophile network, and now Flimsy's obsessed with my money. So it really has nothing to do with me. I'm just aviating, navigating, communicating. It has nothing to do with me. It was brought to my attention there's a place called Playboard. So once I became aware of it, like a lot of other things, I started to go, ooh, it's my new online poker. Ooh, what's over here? More information. Ooh, so it started at Melton being obsessed with people's money. Then it was the pedophile network. And now Flimsy's obsessed with my money.
Oh, now Flimsy has added a leaderboard. So you know how Kevin Brennan, he's obsessed with other people's money. He's constantly pocket watching people. He's utterly obsessed with other people's money. And he wants to let everybody know all the time he's number one in super chats. Now, people have been kindly reminding Mr. Brennan that if he were to not use super chats and instead use super tip, or
you know, it's so funny. Remember when Steel Toe was like, hey man, I'm doing just as good at Rumble as I am at YouTube, so I don't even miss YouTube. Of course he's not. So again, if I was on Rumble 5 days a week or 7 days a week instead of YouTube, would I be making the same amount of money? Probably not. I don't know. And if I went to Supertips or Flimsy Tips and I had to use a QR code, because you know people like it the way they like it. That's a fact check. People like it the way they like it. Sending super chats is relatively easy, as that there's no QR codes. You don't have to sign up to Rumble. It's pretty simple. But of course, Mersh is an expert. Mersh, all Mersh does is make good decisions. Is Mersh? Should I also take Ethan Ralph's sloppy seconds? I recommended that. Should I take Ethan Ralph's sloppy seconds and then have her cheat on me and then you crying like a bitch? Should I also do that? So again, these guys act like if I started doing this, everything else would stay exactly the same. I already know from Rumble that's not the case. Some people just don't want to sign up to Rumble. Some people might not want to use a QR code. I don't know. But Mersh is a loser. He's a lazy-eyed loser. He took Ethan Ralph's sloppy seconds and then got cheated on by that dumb whore. But he's going to tell me what the fuck to do. And Pat Dixon, CARLESS Pat Dixon, also another expert. These guys are such losers. I run out of energy sometimes.
Or obviously he doesn't want kindly reminding Mr. Brennan that if he were to not use super chats and instead use Supertip, or obviously he doesn't want to use Supertip. He doesn't like Melton. I get it. They have Dabbletip now, which is flimsy.
Right. Dabbletip. And everyone's going to love to use Dabbletip. Again, I'm already winning. And again, another thing is I don't want to do a show like everybody else's show. I don't want my show to look like Tukey's show or a Clubfooted Carl show or any of these other shitty shows that use Dabbletips. Melton show or who am I forgetting? The Shit Weigher. I don't want my show to look like that. You fucking losers. Should I also homeschool my kids? Should I also hire a child pornographer to run my network? I mean, should I also be best friends with Danny Masterson? These fucking losers. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? Flimsy outsmarted me once again. He took a 3-year-old plan that Melton tried to stick it to me with from 2023, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to try it now too, to get Brennan to use flimsy tips." Okay, let's see how it plays out.
Greenberg's system. Use Supertip, or obviously he doesn't want to use Supertip. He doesn't like Melton. I get it. They have Dabbletip now, which is Flimsy Greenberg's system that he's building. So he could even go to Dabbletip, keep more of his money.
Right. If everything stayed the same, but it won't. Just like when I go to Rumble, everything doesn't stay the same. But again, these guys are all experts. This is a guy who took Ethan Ralph's sloppy seconds. And when this was all happening, I didn't even know who Ethan Ralph was. But then when you see Ethan Ralph, you say, well, this is Ethan Ralph's sloppy seconds, and I'm going to let her live with me? And I'm going to go, yeah, he's a good decision maker. It's just beyond. You know what, Flimsy, you should have a Dabbler Loser of the Week. And I think this week it's got to be Pat Dixon. CARLESS Pat Dixon. It's got to be. It's got to be. Come on. Just do that. That'd be fun. No one's ever done that Loser of the Week. They've already counted my money. Melton did in 2023.
And have more, the best part of it is obviously
the best part of waking up is Folgers. Is that how it goes?
The fact that Kevin Brennan reads like a first grader with a stutter.
Yeah, that's part of the charm. I mean, I don't have a lazy eye, but yeah, reading 400 super chats sometimes can get a little tedious. But again, I don't want my show to be like all the other loser shows. Let's see what happens, Flimsy. Let's see what happens. I remember when I was like Compound Media, and when I left there, people were like, you made a stupid decision. Compound Media is where it's at. They're going to go on tour. I remember Aaron Berg would be on Twitter. People were like, you guys going to come to Colorado? And he goes, soon. What happened, Aaron Berg? What happened to Compound Media, Keish Comp? So they're like, you gotta be on this team. That's a winning team. You gotta use the Dabbletip team.
He's dyslexic. I don't know what it is. Kevin cannot read super chats out loud. So this is a big win for him. And he gets to keep way more of his money.
Right. If people use it. Again, I know my fans pretty good. They've been pretty generous and pretty loyal, pretty faithful. And maybe they don't want to do gay QR codes. Maybe they don't like Flimsy. I know they don't like Melton. So would my money go up? I don't know. Is it worth doing it to look like I'm doing a show with a pedophile? Like the Pedophile Network? No. Or Tukey? Tukey with another guy who might be a guy behind the scenes, loves kids? That's what people are speculating, that this JT has a wandering eye for children. That's what people are saying. And again, does Tukey make a lot of money? He can't even pay his producer. Does Bob make any money? He can't even pay his producer. What?
that isn't going to YouTube. B, he also doesn't have to, well, I already said that. Basically, he doesn't have to give away his money, but he also doesn't have to read anymore, Kevin. It's
Yeah, people like that. People like the way I read. Just like they like when Mike Buschetti reads.
beautiful. Not only will you not have to read the super chats, we won't have to listen to you read super chats. He reads every super chat twice. Like one time is like a test read, and then he fades.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I got it all right. Again, people aren't complaining. The super chatters aren't complaining. I mean, there's 9 days left in July. I've already had a good July. So what has to happen? Again, it's the same thing with we'll use it. Again, I know my fans pretty good. They've been pretty generous and pretty loyal, pretty faithful. And maybe they don't want to do gay QR codes. Maybe they don't like flimsy. I know they don't like Melton. So would my money go up? I don't know. I don't know. Is it worth doing it to look like I'm doing a show with a pedophile? Like the pedophile network? No. Or Tukey? Tukey with another guy who might be a guy behind the scenes, loves kids? That's what people are speculating. That this JT has a wandering eye for children. That's what people are saying. That's what people are saying. And again, does Tukey make a lot of money? He can't even pay his producer. Does Bob make any money? He can't even pay his producer. What?
That isn't going to YouTube. B, he also doesn't have to, well, I already said that. Basically, he doesn't have to give away his money, but he also doesn't have to read anymore, Kevin. It's
Yeah, people like that. People like the way I read. Just like they like when Mike Buschetti reads.
beautiful. Not only will you not have to read the super chats, we won't have to listen to you read super chats. He reads every super chat twice. Like one time is like a test read, and then he fades.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I got it all right. Again, people aren't complaining. The super chatters aren't complaining. I mean, there's 9 days left in July. I've already had a good July. So what has to happen? Again, it's the same thing with a Riotcast or Compa Media. Hey, you gotta be a team player. You gotta do what everybody else is doing. I do. And then what happened? What happened? Melton can't do shows, and when he comes back, he does a 7-hour show. That's what Dr. Steve told him to do. Again, if I did a 7-hour show, my back would hurt. Everything would hurt. Well, Melton's got all the answers.
He's out halfway through, and then he starts again from the beginning. Imagine how much time you would save, Kevin. So
To do what? To go camping?
people have been busting his chops, reminding him how much money he's losing, reminding him, and
I'm losing money. It's based on a failed theory that if I use super tips, I would make the same amount in super tips as I do in super chats, which is just not the case. There's zero guarantee of that. But again, these guys are all dumb. They're all dumb. Bob Levy's homeschooled is dumb. His daughter is so dumb. Her clips pop up. They ask her, what does she like to do? She says, I like to shop. She's like a caricature of a stoned out kid who has no social skills. What do you like to do? I like to shop. Like the Chappelle Show sketch where I women be shopping. That's what she likes to do. Those are her interests. She likes to get high and shop. You know she gets high. I mean, if she doesn't get high, she's brain dead. But we know Bob gets high every day. We know Jeaner gets high every day. So we're assuming Paige, I don't even know her last name, gets high every day. But she's an idiot, and they homeschooled her. But again, they're all experts. They all want to be part of a gang, and they're gonna go to the summer content house.
guess the other day he didn't have a good show, and because Flimsy Greenberg's now tracking super tips, because Kevin will tell you when he's finding him, and I guess the other day he didn't have a.
I guess he's guessing. I don't even know what show he's talking about, but he's guessing. He's guessing I didn't have a good show.
Time you would save, Kevin. So people have been busting his chops, reminding him how much money he's losing, reminding him. And I guess the other day he didn't have a good show. And because Flimsy Greenberg's now tracking super tips, because Kevin will tell you when he's beating everyone else,
which is every day. But again, Flimsy can do all the boards he wants. Melton can do all the boards he wants. The Shitwire Network can do all the boards he wants. Really, all that matters is how much you're actually making. 1099s and whatnot. So again, all these boards, they mean nothing. They mean nothing. Because then even if you win the leaderboard, they'll be like, well, what about super tips? And what about flimsy tips? So again, I showed yesterday my net on YouTube. It's very impressive. It's very impressive. I don't need to use flimsy tips.
right? He cannot wait to go, oh, yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one.
No, because I am. Because I am. And I do. I have a payroll of 1. I have a payroll of 1. You fucking loser.
Beating everybody. But on the days he doesn't beat other people, he doesn't talk about the numbers.
I don't. What are the days I didn't beat everybody? When Doom was going to stick it to me, I think I won that day. Sorry, I think I won that. They said I made a crazy comeback and ended up beating Doom.
So now the Dabble dashboard has been providing numbers daily, and I guess Kevin Brennan has not been winning every day anymore. And
oh, I haven't. Well, yesterday I had a birthday, so I had to go do a short show. Did I not win yesterday? Oh, did I win for 2023 and 2024 and 2025 and 2026? Oh, do I win every month and every week? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the stock market has an off day. I don't know. But long term, the stock market usually does pretty good. I'm the stock market. I'm the S&P 500. You're a loser, Mersh.
boy, is it getting under his. He's so pissed about this.
Sorry, this is like I won on YouTube, but now I got to win on Dabbletips.
Pink Panther said, is Ralph even alive? I haven't seen anything from him in a while. To be honest, I mean, we haven't really covered him either because the Ralph and Scarlet thing.
No, what about the Ralph and Ice Dancer thing? That's kind of more interesting. Why don't you talk about that?
Really just naturally ran its course. And I think that we're back. We're now at this point where, you know, Scarlet and Ralph just eating our Ralph and Scarlet. Oh, he want to give honest with you.
I already won.
He won.
Again, I know people want me to use the Dabble tip leaderboard. I don't have to. I already won.
He won.
I don't care. I don't care what it does.
I love Kevin Brennan.
Oh,
I've said this before, and I stand by it. Does part of me hate Kevin Brennan? Yes.
Oh, which part? Show me. Which part?
Kevin Brennan is a contemptible, miserable man. He is. But he is funny.
Oh.
He does still say some of the funniest shit that I have ever heard people say. He is still quick, and he still redeems himself by being funny. That being said, he is just so unhappy. I mean, we all have good days and bad days, right? Like, I mean, I've got days where I'm kind of depressed, and then I have days where I'm feeling great. But they all balance out in the end. But Kevin just never seems happy. For a man who has a wife, that he supposedly loves, and for a guy who has children, these are supposed to be the things that fulfill you later in life. I've never seen a more like, I do genuinely believe that Kevin Brennan is, I'm trying to think, besides, I would say maybe Carmack, because Carmack's going through it right now. No, Carmack's not even as miserable as Kevin. Because even Carmack has his good days where he's doing karaoke and he's
All right,
balling.
yeah, come on, wrap it up.
He's got his music and he's pumped. Kevin doesn't really have any days like that. Kevin's just miserable every fucking day. How is that winning? Frozen.
I don't know, but it is. According to Playboard, it is. Mersh, I'm sorry I don't have a cross-eyed girlfriend. That was Ethan Ralph reject. Maybe that would cheer me up. Maybe if I had a lazy eye and I lived in a shitty part of Florida, that would cheer me up.
So to be fair, a lot of us are bipolar, so the highs and lows are very erratic. Yeah, I get it, Frozen, but at least there's highs.
Okay, that got too tedious. Hello.
Hey, I'm calling for a couple of reasons. One, I bought my car outright earlier this year. Second up, my GoFundMe is 100% on the up and up. They're losing their minds. Daniel Tosh, Nikki Glazer, both. I asked them both to donate. They both donated $500 through Zelle. And I'm returning to podcasting next week.
Wait, how did you contact Nikki Glazer?
I texted her.
And she texted you back?
She always texts me back. I've known her for 23 years. Like, she's I stayed in comedy condos with her. We go back a long way.
So you said, "Give me, I'm doing a GoFundMe for my special and I need money."
I texted her to the GoFundMe and I said, I'm raising money for a special. If you can contribute or share it, that'd be great. She goes, "How much do you need?" And I told her Daniel Tosh sent me 500. So she zelled me 500.
And did you you asked Daniel Tosh, you texted him?
I emailed him, and I have been emailing because he's a big Miami Heat fan and he's trolling me with LeBron. And I said, "Hey man, can you donate to my GoFundMe?" He goes, "No." And I go, "Well, can you just contribute some way?" He goes, "What do you want?" And I said $500, and he did.
Wow.
Yeah, it's legit, man. Like, Google me and Nikki Glazer. We've known each other for 23 years. It's not like it's some weird thing. Like, I'm best friends with Swartzen and all these guys, but how is it so far-fetched that I'm not friends with these people? Like,
I'm not saying it's far-fetched. I'm just saying when I see the names on your GoFundMe, I'm like, all right. So again, I don't. Okay, we live in a modern world of internet and screenshots and a lot of fake shit. So I don't know what's what. I only know if I don't know it's true, then I don't know it's true. So I don't. That's why I'm asking you, how are you talking to Nikki Glazer? She's pretty busy, probably. And I know you know Daniel Tosh, but I mean, you saying that they gave you money is not the same as. You know what I mean? It's going to sound like bullshit to them. But again, if the GoFundMe has his money in it, then that's really all that matters.
Yeah, and I said from day one, I'm keeping every donation, whether it's PayPal or Zelle, it'll go to the GoFundMe. And Nikki, to this day, will text me back within 5 minutes. Like, I've known her forever. It's not like a crazy thing.
People are asking me, not on the show, but privately, why does the GoFundMe keep getting higher? I mean, why does the goal keep getting higher?
Why not? They keep donating, and it's driving everyone crazy. So why not? Every dollar's going to it.
Yeah, but instead of doing it like you keep inching it up, why don't you just make the goal like 20,000, or why don't you just make the goal whatever the pedophile network goal was when they did the Stuttering John one?
Well, the bare bones was $8,300, but I have a plan for $15,000, and if I can hit that, great. But I can do it under $15,000 easily. But I'd rather do it for like the best production cost at $15,000.
Have you reached out to Ron Bennington?
He's going through some shit, but I did text Shane Gillis.
And you didn't hear back?
I did not hear back from Shane Gillis. I'm not really good friends with him, so.
Did you ask him did you congratulate him or you asked him for money or both?
Both. Congratulated him, and I said I have a special GoFundMe. And I've only worked with Shane twice, so I don't know him that well.
Yeah.
Not as good as Ray DeVito.
Well, yeah, he got him tickets to the MetLife show, and Ray tried to walk there.
I texted TJ Miller. He's going to donate. I'm texting all my friends. Jeff Dye. Like, fuck them. Fuck Kumia. Fuck all these people that say it's not real. It's so real.
How about Mark Maron?
No, he's not happy when you were happy his girlfriend died.
That's my finest moment.
Yeah, I lost a lot of connections.
I'm only 30 shows away from doing more shows than him.
That's pretty impressive.
I mean, and he ain't going anywhere, meaning his numbers are not going up.
But my thing is like, IRS audit me. Everything's on the up and up. I want the IRS to audit me. Go ahead. It's all there.
I'm begging them to audit me. Because as soon as they audit me, I'll be like, hey, you guys ever heard of flimsy tips or super tips? Because I know they're not paying taxes. I know that for a fact. And then Melton will be in some hot water because I'll be like, who started this? And Mom will be like, well, I sold most of it to a gay guy in Australia. But they'll be like, no, but you started it, right? Yeah. Well, you haven't paid any taxes on any of this? No. Okay.
You know who else is in hot water?
Gino Bisconte?
I wish I had my roadcaster for the rim shot.
Hey, Chad, why are you coming back next week as opposed to, well, this week's almost over, I guess. But I don't look at weeks like that. The weeks are all the same to me. And, the weeks don't really have this week, that week, last week. It's just today and then tomorrow.
I just hire people telling me what I should and shouldn't do and I can't do. They say I can't afford to take a week off, so I'll take a week off. Everyone's going after the GoFundMe. They're saying I'm spending the GoFundMe. Everyone's lying. Kumia's lying. Everyone's lying. And I just want to prove everyone's full of shit.
Dear Pat Dixon doesn't have a car?
That's why I said I bought my car outright.
Oh.
I bought a car cash. I want everyone to know, like, if Pat's killing it and I'm not.
I mean, could you imagine living in Chattanooga and not having a car?
Yeah, it's not like it's New York where there's public transportation.
It's not even like Tampa, where at least Tampa or like a Chicago, a city where you could just Uber everywhere, and where Chattanooga, it's like, I'm sure they have Uber, but it's just not like a thing that people use a lot because everybody has a car. There's parking. There's plenty of parking for everybody. Nobody lives there. Nobody wants to live there. Nobody should live there. Pat lives there probably. I mean, I don't know what he pays in rent or where he lives, but the fact that he don't have a car, and I was just watching him talk about how Stuttering John's struggling financially, and Stuttering John's a drug addict or whatever. Pat Dixon and Bob Levy are literally drug addicts. And they're both broke losers. Every time, Chad, I know Bob Levy's your guy. Every time Bob Levy gets a divorce, the wife has to give him money so he can just get out of the fucking house. Usually it's the other way around where the husband has to give the wife some money to get a fresh start. But Bob, every ex-wife, and this is not me speculating, this is what Bob told me. Every ex-wife he's ever had is like, Bob, just leave. Here's some money. Just get the fuck out. What's your take?
Well, that's why he gets married all the time. He gets money. I get it.
Yeah, that's right. Genius.
Yeah, it's a great investment. And I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, 4 years ago. I headlined the comedy catch there. They don't even have public buses and shit, or RTA.
Yeah, it's a real dead town. It's a very, very, yeah. When I was there for a week and I was depressed the whole week, I followed Mark Maron in there. I don't know. I think he was there like the week before, but the owner kept saying about how this before Mark Maron's podcast, but he kept saying about Mark Maron didn't do well and the crowd didn't like him. I'm like, who cares? It's fucking Chattanooga. If you do well in Chattanooga, you're probably a fucking hack.
Were you at the Comedy Catch with that train station?
I think I was. I think it was the Comedy Catch.
Yeah, Pat lives in walking distance to that with somebody. He lives with somebody. He could walk to that club, and he still doesn't work it.
Yeah, Pat said he's gonna. The blind Mike guy asked him why didn't do stand up more, and he's like, well, I don't want to. He didn't even know what the answer was. He talked about his car. He didn't have a car because if he had a car, he'd be killing it. And it's like Norm Macdonald didn't have a car. He didn't even drive, and he did pretty well without a car. And I mean, everything he says is just fucking such bullshit. Anyway, anything else?
No, I just want to put that on record because I'm tired of everyone lying, and it's driving Carl and Kumia crazy that I have connections to Nikki and Tosh. And I'm going to keep asking these big names to donate. I don't care because fuck Kumia and fuck Pat Dixon and fuck Carl. They're lying losers.
How much did your car cost?
$42,000, not including taxes.
And
That sticker,
And you pay cash.
cash, and I can show receipts.
No, I don't even believe it. You went to a car dealership with $42,000,
100%.
and they didn't think it was weird.
I actually had, I think I talked about it. I had $20,000 cash on me.
All right, no, I don't even believe it. I think you just watched Fargo because that's how they try to buy a car with cash.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, this is the reason why people think your stories are a little far fetched.
Good.
I'm just saying.
I kept cash in a fucking box hidden for years. For years. You've done it before. Everyone's done it.
I haven't. I never hide cash. Wait, but don't you lose stuff? Didn't you hide your own key from yourself and then you forgot where you hid it?
Yeah, the key, yes, but cash, no.
All right.
That happened. It's paid for. I dare anyone to audit my car. You won't find a loan.
Wait, who was the guy that Gino was? You said it was a Ken Mosca, the guy that you texted, and you said Gino would lose his mind if he knew who this is from.
No, it's a podcaster.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna guess, but somebody from the Dabbleverse or a stand-up.
Somebody does stand up that knows Gino.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that because he's going nuts over it, and I love it.
All right.
And by the way, he sold less than 10 tickets in Boca this Saturday. He's getting paid $300, and Kiki's getting $100. They don't get flight or hotel. They have to pay for it.
When is it? This week?
Saturday, Boca Raton at the Sad Man Comedy Cafe. It's his only road gig that he has in the next couple months.
Wait, it's coming up this Saturday?
Yeah, he's so focused in on my GoFundMe, he's not selling tickets to his own show.
And he's getting 300, and Keanu's getting 100, and they got to put themselves up and fly themselves down?
I don't know about Keanu getting 100. I'm just assuming because she's opening, but I know Gino's getting a 300 because that's what they offered me, a hotel or flight.
Oh, they give you one or the other, hotel or flight?
No, you don't get hotel or flight.
Oh, that's what they offered you?
Yeah, because I'm in Florida. I know the guys. They're comics that run it. They said $300 to headline for one night. That's what Gino's getting paid.
But no hotel and no transportation fees.
Nope. And if he says he's lying, they're two comics. They don't have the money for that. They're good guys, but it's out of pocket. He just wants to look cool that he's doing a road gig.
So he's flying down for one night in Boca?
10 tickets are sold. Boca, yeah, the Sad Man Comedy Cafe. They're great guys, great venue, but Gino sells no tickets. He's lying.
Gino ain't got no money, but I think he's doing better than Pat Dixon.
Well, he's got a car.
All right, God bless. Don't forget to vote.